What is up, people? Skywalker Hendrix here, back with another video for you guys today. And today I'm looking at the convention exclusive Andor and B2-EMO. Um, but yeah, this is packaged very nicely, and I want to say this was Comic-Con exclusive, but I'm not 100%. But yeah, gearing up for Andor, super hyped for the show. I think this show is going to be absolutely amazing. So really happy to get some figures on the shelf. And I should have the other 4 Andor figures here soon. Those should be coming in the mail any day now. So stay tuned for those reviews as well. Those look to be really cool figures. And again, I just like the Obi-Wan show. I love already having like a little accumulation, almost a shelf's worth of figures when you see the show. And as a collector, it's like, oh, I want that figure. And it's like, we'll have those figures in hand while we watch the show, which is, I just think, is a nice cooperation on Hasbro's part with Disney. I think they tell them pretty much when stuff's coming out, which characters they should put out, stuff like that. So super happy about that is going on, and we've been getting figures with the media. I think it's probably a really good business idea from Hasbro, as you want to get this stuff out while it's hot, while people are thinking about it, while people are watching it. They go to the store and hey, there's an Andor figure, so I just think that is a really smart move on their part. But this packaging, I really like the packaging, and this is similar to most convention exclusive packaging. Very nice, very sleek, and just looks fancy and expensive. And this is plastic free. And I will say, I did not like the little, their little, like, paper, like, they were like paper, like those little twisty ties that keep toys in, but they were paper, and they were just the worst. They were just so annoying to try to get him out and cut all those, and they're just, yeah, super annoying. So I will say that is a bummer if that's how plastic free, how they're going to be in there. It's good for stealing, because those are not easy to get out. You got to work at those. And so it's good for that part, which is probably why they have them like that. But man, it took some time to get those things unwound, and I ended up just cutting them with a knife, which seemed to do the trick pretty easily. But yeah, no further ado, let's take a look at the figures. First up, taking a look at the one accessory for this set. A little bit of a disappointment just having the one accessory, but at this point I wouldn't know what else they would put in the set. But it's a typical Star Wars aesthetic blaster, and this is obviously Andor's blaster. And we do see him use this as he is in this costume in that little sneak peek that was before Rogue One in IMAX, and now it is on Disney Plus. So this, I'm not sure if this is his main outfit from the show, because I've seen some different shots of him in different outfits, and like the Andor figure that we're already getting, him in like an Imperial disguise. I don't think that one's going to be as prevalent as this, but I've seen some shots of him with a shore trooper, and he's in kind of a white shirt with like a beige vest on. So that, I don't know if that's going to be his main outfit, or if this is. Either way, I think this outfit is okay. I mean, it doesn't scream like Star Wars figure, honestly. But I know that Rogue One and Andor are more grounded. Not saying that they're, earthly films, but just a little more grounded in our reality, but still with that Star Wars aesthetic. And he had, the belt is classics, looks like classic Star Wars, and I think on the shelf he'll look okay. I wouldn't say it's not my favorite costume ever, but it is what it is. I think it gets the job done and is a decent figure. I'm really excited for the show, so I'm happy to have Andor in a normal outfit on the shelf, because I don't know if I would display the Andor in Imperial disguise as my main Andor. This will probably be my main Andor, unless they give us a better one with maybe a better costume, but who knows. Looking at B2-EMO, kind of a funny name, but he doesn't have like much articulation. These kind of move, and they are connected right here at a swivel. And yeah, they kind of move a little bit, but he just kind of sits there. But these do pop open, so you can kind of pull him like an accordion. And his little camera eye comes out, and yeah, I think that's a decent look for him. So I think he maybe will be in disguise in the show. Maybe like Andor created this figure, or this droid, to stay in disguise for him, so that if he needs to hide quick, it can just pop down into, looks like honestly a rolling trash can, with this Star Wars aesthetic. But yeah, interesting design, and I'm glad we have him in the line already. I mean, I don't think he's even been in the trailers, to be honest. So I am kind of curious how much of a role he does play in the show. And I'm wondering why K2SO is not in the show yet, but we'll probably get that backstory eventually. They might be even saving that for this season. So let's take a closer look at Andor. And here is Andor up close and personal. And he does have nice texture on this jacket. I will say this jacket is very nice. Got a nice sculpted hood right there. Man, that I didn't even look at that. That it feels like almost like real leather. And I was talking with Kabashed, and he said the same thing about the um one of the other Andor figures that has kind of a cloak. I think one of the officers has just a very nice leather feel, and this honestly, it looks like leather, and yeah, that looks really really good. I would definitely want to spray this with like a matte coat, just to get some of that shine and that glossiness down to look a little bit more like real fabric. But yeah, I'm actually really digging this. Underneath, he kind of has like almost like a tunic on, and has some sculpted bits right there. Um, yeah, not much going on under there. He does feel like a modern Black Series figure. I have the uh, Rogue One Andor right here, and I think the skin tone's better on this. I think the face in general is better, the sculpt and all. But this one feels like a modern Black Series figure, whereas this, you can tell, like even just messing with it, you can tell is older technology and stuff like that. So I'm really, really happy to see that. I think Andor deserves a solid, updated figure, and yeah, just really happy to have him for the Andor shelf. And again, just really happy we are getting some Andor figures, for the show when the show is coming out. So I think that's really cool. These pants are really cool. Really great sculpt work there. Kind of a cargo-esque pants. Baggy. The single jointed knees do get up about that far, which why not? Let's just go over articulation. His head does go up about that far, down about that far, and there is tilt, of course. Nice head movement here. The arms do go up about that far and can go all the way around, of course. This kind of juts out a little bit, but nothing that's gonna, ruin anything. There is a little more than 90 there, as well as swivel. He does have back and forth on this hand, and it turns around as well. Kind of a double trigger finger action going on there, so that is interesting. Same with this arm, of course, but up and down on that hinge, which is nice. He does have a ball hinge here at the waist, which gets him a decent amount of crunch. Nothing back because of this, which it is cut off decent, so it won't hinder any leg movement too much. But yeah, that is nice. Some nice ball hinge action there. One of my favorite points of articulation. And as I just showed, the legs do go out about that far. And of course, the knees do go up a little past 90. And there is swivel right there, as well as really high up thigh swivel. Yeah, that is some high thigh swivel. His feet do go back about that far and forward about that far. And yeah, actually just taking a closer look at this figure, it is making me appreciate the costume a little more. As where at the beginning I kind of thought this, not the flashiest figure on the shelf, but just taking a closer look, they did a really good job with the sculpt and all that. So I'm actually pretty impressed. It's growing on me, guys. It's growing on me, and I swear I'm not a shill, guys. Like Hasbro, if you're watching this by some chance, I'm not a shill, but I'll take your figs, I'll take your checks, whatever. I'm not a shill, but yeah, this is a very nice 2-pack. I wouldn't even call it a 2-pack. It's just, it's kind of like the Cad Bane convention exclusive that came with his droid. But yeah, just a cool start to the Andor shelf. Can't wait to get more of the figures to add. And yeah, just a neat little Andor fig with his little droid. Very cool. So let's get into some comparisons. First up, we have Andor next to Andor. And here we have K2SO. Hoping to see him in the show at some point. I'd love to see that backstory. I think it'd be really cool to see. And finally, here he is with a 2020 Stormtrooper. This looks really good. I like them together. Just man, gotta love the 2020 Stormtrooper. This guy, they're so good. I have so many of them because they're just, you just put them everywhere, every shelf. I mean, they just so good, chef's kiss. All right, and that is my review for Andor, the convention exclusive Andor. I think this will come out in the main line, in the Andor sub-series. But I don't know yet. I don't know if B2-EMO is gonna be prevalent in the show. So I honestly I'd say just wait for Andor unless you really want B2-EMO. But yeah, I think they're probably, I mean, they've done it with every other exclusive like this, where they, like Cad Bane, the armor, they all come out in the main line anyway. So I would just wait for that if you do want this guy, if you're not in a huge hurry for him, and don't care about B2. But I think if those things don't apply to you, pick it up. I think it's a great addition. I think if you're hyped for Andor, it's the right figure to get right now. And along with the other Andor figures, I think those ones are going to be great as well. So, yeah. Let me know down in the comments, how hyped are you for Andor. I think it's going to be a fantastic show. I'm super excited for it. The time period is perfect. Everything's just perfect. We get freaking Phase 2 shinies. Empire shinies, because I think they're stormtroopers at this point. But Phase 2 in live action, oh goodness, give it to me. So I'm just really excited for this show, and I almost think I know that it's just going to be really, really good. With how good Rogue One is, and this is basically like the same people that made Rogue One are making this. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a blast and something that won't divide the fan base hopefully anymore. I'm kind of getting sick and tired of everyone shitting on these Disney Plus shows, where I think they're honestly fantastic. I love every single one of them. So yeah, I'm just really excited. Let me know down in the comments if you're excited too. I'd love to chat with you guys. And yeah, that's my review for Andor. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you stuck around this long, you're a G. I know this is a little bit longer video because I ramble quite a bit, but yeah, if you stuck around, you're a G. I love you. I appreciate you. You all are awesome if you check out my videos. I can't express enough that I every time I look at how many people watch my videos, I'm just like, how? I'm just an idiot in his basement making YouTube videos about toys, and I couldn't be more grateful for you guys. So I do truly love you guys, and yeah, I don't know why I went on that little tangent there, but I really do appreciate you guys. Um, and I will see you all in the next video. May the Force be with you.